Hey, welcome back. If you have questions about your health, a one-stop cancer screening event is taking place tomorrow.
That's right. So joining us now is Laura Hines, the Manager of Oncology Services with OSF Healthcare Cancer Institute. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So first of all, what kind of screenings are going to be offered tomorrow that people can partake in?
Yeah, we've got a different array of screenings that they can participate in. So we have oral cancer screenings, skin cancer screenings, mammography, low-dose CT for the lung cancer screenings, and we'll also have some availability for high-risk genetic screenings, just to see if you're maybe at higher risk for a cancer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is so important. When I think of like cancer screenings and stuff, I think about prevention and, you know, catching things before it gets worse. And breast cancer runs in my family, so they're telling me even to start getting mammograms. So I want to know, who is eligible for these types of screenings, would you say?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So, and it's different for every different screening. So, for example, the oral cancer screens and the skin cancer screens, any adult 18 or over is eligible, and they're free, where you can come in and have that screening done. For mammography, for breast cancer screening, 40 years old or older, unless you do have a higher risk, which we can screen with the screening tool we have. And then colon cancer is 45 or older, unless you're having symptoms for that. Lung cancer screening is a little bit more complex. So you have to be 50 years or older, you have to be a current smoker or a former smoker, but have quit within 15 years. So there's a little bit of
leeway.
Yeah. So those are what we're screening for, and when you come into our screening event, we'll make sure that you are eligible for those screenings before you have it done.
Good deal.
Now, I know you were saying at the beginning, I think the oral cancer screenings, and there was the other one you said for people 18 or skin cancer screenings. Those are free. Does that include every other screening?
Yeah, no, unfortunately. We do have to bill your insurance for mammography and the lung cancer screening. I did not mention that we will be offering IFOBs for colon cancer as well. That's 40 and older as well. So,
I mean, either way, I think it's extremely important, and if it's billing your insurance, then it's obviously something that you don't really want to worry about, because this is something that you need to know.
Yeah, absolutely. So why is it important to have these cancer screenings? I mean, again, we talked about prevention and, you know, stopping it before it gets worse, but if you could tell our viewers why it's so important, what would you say?
Well, that's exactly it. We want to make sure that we're catching these cancers earlier rather than later. If we catch them earlier, they're much easier to treat. Your survival rate is much higher. For example, breast cancer. If we catch a breast cancer early, in the early stages, 99% survival for that. So we want to really make sure that we're getting those early. And in some cases, we're finding precancerous lesions that we can just snip off, get rid of, and you're done. You're done. We're preventing that cancer from even happening.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
I mean, obviously, you guys know that this is something that's very important, and despite a lot of people being worried about finding out those results, this is a much cheaper option for a lot of people. So before we go, if we can just go over the details of when the event is, where it is, and if people need to sign up.
Yeah. So the event is going to be held tomorrow morning at the OSF Cancer Institute, right behind the hospital. So really easy to get to, easy parking. You do not need to sign up ahead of time. You can just walk in. We will, again, make sure that you are eligible for those screenings and take it from there.
Good deal. Thank you so much for being here.
You're so welcome. Yeah,
absolutely.
my pleasure.
We're going to share all these details on our website, ciproud.com. Click on the WMBD This Morning tab under News.